Welcome. In this video I'm going to show you how you can obtain the standard deviation and or the variance using SPSS. So I have some numeric data, age in column A, a scale variable, and the variance and standard deviations can be found by either using analyze descriptive statistics and then frequencies, and move the variable of interest to the right, click on statistics, and then select the standard deviation and or the variance. I don't need to see any frequency table, so I simply actually uncheck that one already and click on OK, and you get your results. As often in the output, you can double click and perhaps double click again to see more decimals. Another way of doing this is going for analyze descriptive statistics and then descriptives. I'll reset, so the age goes to the right, options, and then make sure you select the standard deviation and variance. Click on continue, click on OK, and we get the exact same result. A third option would be to go for analyze descriptive statistics and then use the explore option. And again, I'll reset everything, so the age goes to the dependent list, statistics, make sure descriptives is checked, which it should be by default, and I only need to see the statistics. Click on OK, and among all these things we see variance and standard deviation again. Now these are actually the sample variance and the sample standard deviation. If you want the population version, there is an option to go for analyze descriptive statistics, population descriptives. Now I'm not sure if this is actually because I have a somewhat professional version of SPSS and this might be an additional add-in, but if you do have it available, you can just move it to the right, click on OK, and you actually then get a slightly different result for the standard deviation and variance because these are the population ones. So you might notice that the sample version is slightly higher than this population one, and that's because this one has actually used a division by the sample size -1, while this is just doing a division by the total sample size. If you don't have this population descriptives, what you could do is you could actually copy the result of, for example, the standard deviation, that's perhaps the most tricky one, paste it in an empty slot, and then do the following, transform, compute, reset, and let's call this then the population standard deviation, and that's going to be, we'll take the original sample version and we square the result so that we actually have the variance. Then this was actually divided by the sample size -1, so we're going to multiply it with the sample size, which was 44, so we're going to do between brackets 44 -1, and then we actually need to multiply this with the divide this by the 44. Out of all of this, we then actually take the square root again, in case you want the population standard deviation. So square root is the same as dividing by a half. Raising to the power of a half. And that should give us then eventually the same result, 14.97. 14.97, as you can see, that was obtained with the population descriptives option. Alright, I hope this video was helpful and thank you for watching.